Misli TV ekranlarından herkese merhabalar. Basketbol röportajımızda Gökhan German'la bugün konuğumuz Anadolu Efes oyuncusu Tibor Pleiss. Kendisiyle Türkçe değil, tabii ki İngilizce röportaj yapacağız. Altyazımız devreye girecek. Hazırsanız başlayalım. Thank you for accepting us, Tibor. How is everything in Turkey and Istanbul?
Çok güzel, teşekkürler.
Oh, you're speaking Turkish?
Fluent, yes, all the time. No, I'm fine here, happy, healthy.
And in the season, you have as we're seeing your background, you also played in Galatasaray in 2016, and you're familiar in Turkish vision and system and something like that. So, what do you say about Turkish basketball? And you also played in German national team.
That's true.
Yeah. You're listening.
There's not so much to say. I have to say, I like it here a lot. Like the people are so friendly and kind. Even beside basketball, when I'm walking around the city, people are kind. They say hello. I have to say I like the food. And basketball-wise, amazing fans. Everybody's really emotional, and that's why I play basketball, to enjoy this atmosphere at games. So.
And you feel like home, we can say?
I would say, yeah. This is my 5th year now. I know all the places in Istanbul. I know where to go when I need food. I know places when I want to calm down. It's my city. I don't need a navigation anymore. I'm just driving around when I don't need it. I know where to go around because I know there's traffic to that time right now. So I know how to go around
everything,
the secret ways. So everything is fine.
So you said home and Cologne is your hometown, I think.
Right.
And you hold the EuroLeague Cup at Cologne.
In my hometown.
What kind of feeling it was also to be a champion and to be a champion at hometown?
That's still a feeling I cannot really describe because it was so quick and fast, and it's still I still need time to realize it. I have a feeling when my career one day is over, in 10 years, if you're asking this question out, maybe 15 years, something I will realize at that point, because for me it was full of emotions. It was in my hometown. That's where I started playing basketball, where I grew up as a kid. My parents were there watching me. The whole atmosphere, everybody was clapping on my shoulder and say good job, congratulations. And for me it was kind of like a dream. And a dream came true, but still a dream.
And how did you start basketball? How did you decide it? What is your motivation and inspiration maybe?
Inspiration. I would say my mom brought me to play basketball. Before I played soccer, I was not so bad. I was good. Of course, maybe kind of tall on the end. But there was one day I stopped playing soccer because I didn't have so much fun anymore. I didn't see the ball so much. I was a defender, so I didn't have so much contact. Yeah, and then one day my mom said hey, I found another sport for you. Maybe you should try it. And it was basketball, and then the whole story began.
And in German, which one is the popular? In Turkey, we can say football is, more range than basketball.
Football here, the rest here, football. Yeah.
What about in Germany?
Same. Football, rest. Yeah, somewhere. No, but it's, every kid I started playing soccer when I was already with my dad when I was a little child. So. I would say every little child is starting with soccer, and then later on they move to different sports.
After Sertaç left, your minutes and your responsibility increased even more. What do you say about your role this year?
I would say I had already a lot of responsibilities before, because I'm here since 4 years. Yeah. Last year was a little bit tough because of injuries. I just play basketball. I just put the ball up there into the basket. I don't care really. We are a team. Even if I'm on the, sometimes Brian Dunstan is playing good, and for me it's we are kind of a family. I don't care so much how many minutes I'm on the court. Of course, I like to be on the court to play, but if he has a good day, if he's playing good, I'm fine with that. Some other teams, you get jealous on the minutes of somebody else, but here, just when I'm on the court, I try to give my best, try to help my team. Try to help my team winning. And
you also played in a junior national German team, right? And the senior one. So how was your experience at the age of early age in national team?
Good. I liked, that you were Actually, first of all, like that you're playing with some players from your country, and you represented your country like on an international level. Everybody spoke your language, you know. Like I'm now 10 years away from Germany, and I never played with somebody from Germany together. So I'm talking English like day by day. It was cool because everybody was fighting for the same thing. It was not so much about like how many points somebody is making. Similar to this atmosphere here. Like everybody was fighting to be successful, winning something, and like, even like when it didn't work out and we were like out of the tournament, came together, went for a drink, and everybody said like, hey, next year fight even harder. And
I really wonder, at court, you never get angry and you always seem calm. Are you really so?
German. No, I would say like in the past, for example, when I was younger,
yes.
I was more emotional. Sometimes I got mad, or sometimes when I blocked somebody, I was like screaming and went crazy. But I found out it takes so much energy from your body. So sometimes like after screaming or after getting mad, I was tired. So I just think like if you don't show too many emotions, you stay by yourself, you calm down. Like if there's like a bad action happening, like, or maybe you have like, sometimes everybody has a bad day from time to time. But for example, if something bad happens, in the next action, I just leave it behind me and keep going. And I think that's coming by age.
Okay, in your career, like in the future, are you going to stay in basketball and you're just gonna do the same thing, or wants to just be in this industry still? You see yourself?
Inshallah.
He has got time to decide it. He has got 10 years more, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
10 years more? 15. You can make it 15.
Thank you.
So you dominated the EuroLeague for 3 years. This year things have not gone so well. Do you think you can defend the title this year?
I would say like that still everything is possible. I mean, that's basketball. Like other teams are improving. They sign better players. They try to rise their level as well. So makes our situation even harder, because everybody knows that we are EuroLeague champion. Everybody wants to beat the EuroLeague champion. So of course, like the situation this year is harder than last year or the year before.
Do you think to win the title is harder, or to keep the title is harder?
That's a good question. I would say like it's harder to keep the title, because everybody wants to
beat the champion,
to beat the king. Yeah, and everybody thinks it's not something what is happening, easily. It's not that everybody, like some fans are coming and they say like, hey, you have to win the title this year. Again, it's not something what is happening like automatically and it's easy. Like we have to fight again. Like last year, we had a tough start as well to beginning of a season. I remember that we had some team meetings, because last year during the season we had some problems, up and downs as well. So, and this year is similar. Like we are having some good games. For example, last game we dominated. We start playing again with each other. Like we moved the ball. Everything was fine.
And starting like this season, when you guys started, it's just like not the last year's performance that you can't like win the games and stuff. Like there's some point.
I mean, you have to see, like we are playing now together since 4 years. We are playing almost the same place, the same basketball for 4 years. Of course, I mean, like there was for sure like somebody who watched our EuroLeague game and said like, okay, that's how they play defense, or that's how they play offense. I think I have some ideas how to break the defense, Of course, I mean, they're studying us as well. That's how we are studying them as well. And we have the same team. Like everybody knows, like Shane Larkin is a great shooter. Everybody knows that Micic is a great shooter. So they say like, okay, next year we have to stay higher.
Okay, for in Turkish basketball Super League, what do you think? Like, which team is your biggest competitor, or like maybe you guys are scared? I can guess the answer, but maybe I can.
I wouldn't say scared, but of course, like there are some dangerous teams. Yeah. It's tough to say names. I would say like all the teams were like right now in the playoff range. The first 5, 6, 7 teams that can be dangerous, and it's not something like it's basketball. Like everybody can have a bad day, then the other team can have a good day, and then on the end you're the team that lost. So I would say it's not a season or that you can underestimate any team.
What about Ergin Ataman? You worked with him at Galatasaray and 3
It's my
years.
5th year now.
Yeah. How is your relationship with him? What can you say about it? Is it hard to work with him, or?
I would say good. I mean, I'm still here. I didn't left. So I would say like, yeah, we're working together pretty well.
Okay. Where do you live and which places are your favorites?
I live in Ataköy.
Ataköy.
It's beautiful area. I like the close to the water. I have a feeling like here in Eastern.
Swim in the sea.
Maybe it's not so clean. With some plastic around. Kind of sad situation.
It's a good point,
it's so sad. It's so sad. Really, like I think everybody should. I mean, there are trash cans. You know, you can put the trash. I had a few situations where I walked at the beach and just people left their stuff there. You know, like and there was a trash can like next to it.
Yes.
Just take it, put it.
Yeah, it's a good
not very hard.
For me, it's kind of like sad because I mean, when I'm like at home, I don't throw stuff on the floor.
Yeah,
you know?
of
I mean,
course.
why do you throw stuff on the floor where you live?
World
I would
is
never
our
do
home.
this.
It's
Like why?
And in Germany, there is different, right? In the streets, like if you can compare.
Better, but I mean, still like people are
Still
doing this.
people.
I would say like I never been there, but I heard Japan is.
So food. What is your favorite food?
Actually, I like all kind of Turkish food.
Oh.
Like, I like it. Like I mean,
Really?
kebab. I'm used to it. I'm from Cologne. Like I had Turkish friends already when I was young.
Do you plan to stay at Efes for how many years?
Inshallah.
Yeah, I guess.
Inshallah.
Thank you so much. Evet, Misli TV'de basketbol programımızın sonuna geldik. Bir sonraki programda tekrar görüşmek üzere ve kanalımızı beğenip abone olmayı da lütfen unutmayalım. Teşekkür ederiz. Hoşça kalın.